the next section is going to be with Gaurav Pathak, the head HR of Chaitanya Fincare. We actually partnered with Chaitanya Fincare in the year 2021. At that point of time, there are probably around 2,000 employees, and now they are, with the merged entity put together, there are 25,000 employees, and Gaurav has been there from day one. And it's been a journey for us. It's been a journey for Gaurav, and my team says Gaurav is a very soft-spoken person, and he goes by the people, but at the same time very clear about the objectives which needs to be addressed. Welcome, Gaurav. Thank you so much for coming. And I mean,
Pakistan PM, it's working? Yeah, hi. You always struggle with the mic. Okay.
Yeah, please come.
Yeah.
Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I look quite young in this photo, thanks.
That's again AI.
Oh. Okay, so hi, good evening everyone. So before I start, I want to thank the entire People Strong team for inviting me and giving this opportunity so that I can share some insight about my company. Vikas, when Vikas approached me about this event and he requested this presentation, initially I was wondering how a microfinance detail would interest the audience. Initially, I was assuming that you would be interested in to know about the People Strong product or the AI tool, whatever they have. But then, however, Vikas assured me that, Gaurav, there is a cocktail party has been arranged, and all HR folks understand the concept of incentive. So just bear with me. I will quickly wind up so that we can hit the bar together. So, so I work for a microfinance company. The company name is Chaitanya India Fin Credit Private Limited. It's a fastest growing MFI and the second largest in India. We have one GK Grameen Kota just above us, which is a listed company. When I say second largest, because recently we merged with Swatantra Microfinance. So now we are the wholly owned subsidiary of Swatantra Microfinance. We serve almost 40 million people, 40 million customers. And the interesting part is we meet almost 5 lakh customers every day in person. So we have around 20,000 workforce, the sales force, the feet on the street who go meet these people on a daily basis. Either they provide the loan or collect the EMI, the repayment. So, so what we do, we provide collateral-free loans. The amount is very small. It's like from 16,000 to 1,50,000 rupees. Our target customer are the rural women who need working capital for their small businesses. It could be farming, it could be livestock, it could be any livelihood activity. And we want to help these people because they don't have any credit history. They don't have any formal income proof. So they have only one option, wherein they can take loan from the microfinance. Yeah. So as I told that we are the fastest growing MFI. We have around 2,000 plus branches. Almost, we are there in every part of the India, except a couple of places. So 19 states we are operating as on date. We have around 25,000 people. Out of 25,000, almost 22,000 people are on ground. They are either the sales force or the audit guys or the training people. So this is our journey. So Anand Rao have started this company in 2004. I would say, 2009, but he started this company as an NGO. So he came from US and wanted to do something for rural India. So he started giving tuitions, and then over a period of time, he realized that it is not going to impact much. It will take more time. Then he understood that people want to do something, but they don't have money. So then he got licensed in 2009. So we took almost 9 years to reach almost 15,000 AUM and with 25,000 people. Just to give you a context, if I compare microfinance with any fintech company, now fintech company with a similar AUM would require around 2,500 people. And maybe they required 3 to 4 years to have this kind of AUM. So then why microfinance? Because you required almost 16 years, you required such a large force, 25,000 people, which doesn't sound profitable. But definitely, I have an answer which will, come in the upcoming slides. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So just want to show you one video, wherein you will get a sense that what kind of people we hire or what kind of customer we have. Okay. Yeah. I hope you guys understand Kannada.
ನಾವು ಸಣ್ಣ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಬಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮತ್ತು ಬಟ್ಟೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ, ಮತ್ತು ಹೈನುಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಮೀನುಗಾರಿಕೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಒಂದು 12 ವಿಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕಳಲೆ ವಿಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಸ್ಟಮರು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಒಂದು 40-50 ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಆದರೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಸ್ಟಮರು ರೂಪಬಾಯಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಅವರು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ.
ರೂಪಾಬಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸಪೇಟೆ, ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮದು ಸ್ವಂತ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಬಂದು ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಇದು ಸೂಜಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೂಜಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಓದ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ನಂತರ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಜ್ಜಿಯರು ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಅತ್ತೆಯರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕದವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಆ ನಂತರ ನೋಡಿ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನೇ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ವಿ. ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ಭಾಳ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಲೋನು ಅದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ನಾವು ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಅದು ಕಾಚೆ ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ, ದಾರ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಂದು ನಾವು ನಾಟಿ ಕಡೆ ಟೈಲರಿಂಗ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಕೈಯಿಂದಾನೇ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನು ತಂದು ಒಂದು 4-5 ಸಾವಿರ ಖರ್ಚಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಹಾಕೋದು ಒಂದು 4-5 ಸಾವಿರ ಖರ್ಚಾಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದರೆ 10-15 ಸಾವಿರ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡು. ಬಟ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ 15 ಸಾವಿರ, 18 ಸಾವಿರ, 20 ಸಾವಿರವರೆಗೂ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ನಾವು ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇದು ನಾವು ಸಂಘ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ಒಂದು 2 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ 30 ಸಾವಿರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು, ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಮತ್ತು ಆ ನಂತರ 70 ಸಾವಿರ ನಮಗೆ ಲೋನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಅದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಯಿತು ನಮಗೆ. ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಸಂಘ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಅದು ನಾವು 70 ಸಾವಿರ ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ಅಂಗಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು ಅಂಗಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಇವಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆನ್ನೂ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂಗಡಿ ಇಡಬೇಕಂತ ನನಗೆ ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ.
So we have such thousands of such stories, such success story, and whenever we meet these people, we feel so good that with such a small amount of 50, 60,000, how their lives are changing. Yeah. So so definitely, we make a lot of impact in the rural India. We empower so many women out there. But definitely there are their own challenges, what we face, and all these challenges I'm just sharing HR standpoint. So one is that not only Chaitanya, or not only Chaitanya Swatantra together, but the entire industry is facing, which is high attrition. So if I go with the MFIN is the SRO, if I go with the latest MFIN data, the average attrition is around 75%, 75 to 80%. It means almost you have a new company every year. You recruit a new company every year. Although we are, our attrition is around 50%, but comparatively it look lesser, but we don't feel proud to say that we are at 50%. Still, lot to be done at that front. But yeah, so when we talk about 50% attrition with a base of 25,000 people, so you can imagine that what kind of recruitment we do, a lot of promotion, transfer. So it's we have a lot of high transaction, HR transaction happening on a daily basis. And it is so critical. So let's say if my BM leave the job, generally these rural people, because we cannot hire a Bangalore boy and ask him to work in Hospet. I cannot hire a Delhi guy and ask him to go and, be in Gaya or Darbhanga. So I have to hire rural people. Now sometimes what happens, these people just resign and they leave. Okay, so I have to keep my pipeline ready. I have to immediately deploy somebody. And it's not only deployment, I need to train him. I need to ensure that, he has all the login. He's ready to be productive. He's ready to work in that branch. So, so definitely 2,000 transfer or promotion happen on a monthly basis. Another interesting thing, hiring. So in order to hire 1,500 people, my HR people source almost 20,000 profile. And we select around 10,000 people, and that the filtration happen, and finally वो जो अमृत मिलता है ना, जो 1500 लोग का अमृत मिलता है, तो 1,500 people what we get on a monthly basis just to maintain the attrition. Now if I have to grow, definitely this number has to go up. And definitely as a HR, I'm very efficient. I cannot recruit some 1,000 people. I have only 70 recruiter on ground. So definitely I need a solid, robust process as well as a system which will help these people. All these guys get a QR code, they upload all the document. The system asks certain question wherein the one filtration will happen, and so I need a proper HRMS platform. Yeah, and definitely training, retention, this become very, very, very critical because of this high transaction. Now, so definitely it's a problem for us, but at the same time, this gives us an edge, wherein all the big banks, don't want to enter. They enter as a business. They need a business correspondent, but they don't enter in this field directly. So definitely that help us to rule this market, because somewhere we have cracked this entire people business. How to recruit, how to train, how to retain. So that's the reason all the ICICI of the world or HDFC don't want to enter directly in this microfinance business. And many people have tried that. Can they collect EMI over UPI or online? But it didn't happen. Still, if you want to run microfinance, you have to have feet on street. You have to meet customer, in person. You have to do income assessment, because there is no formal, document, or there is no formal check. and they're not part of this entire CIBIL score or the credit. They don't have a credit history. So you need people on ground who can meet these people and who can get the money back. So needless to say, we so in 21 January I joined 21 January I joined Chaitanya, and I think that was the year, I think it was the second COVID wave, and Navi have just acquired us. Navi led by Sachin Bansal, who's an ex-Flipkart guy. Sachin Bansal. So he want us to grow. He want us to grow fast, and that's the reason we have realized that we need a good HRMS, and that's how we got in touch with PeopleStrong. So one is that we need a system because all the data flows from HRMS. So we have LMS, we have audit tool, we have various other systems. But the people data, we need a single source of truth. So the people data flow from HRMS. So we need a stable a system which can, otherwise if there's any problem with HRMS, earlier, I don't want to take the name of that platform, but we face a lot of problem. Because of that, it's like garbage in, garbage out. We get wrong data flowing in LMS and other systems which create a lot of problem. Yeah, so these are some numbers. These are some numbers which, just to give an idea that how much transaction is happening on a monthly basis in PeopleStrong today, what we have. Yeah, now this is the most important slide. Why I have taken from 2020? Because this is a critical year wherein we got money from Navi, and that is the time when we were ready with the processes. The team was ready, process was ready. We're just waiting for the money. We were just waiting for the capital, and we have started growing. So from 2020 till I think 2023, we have literally grown 100% Y on Y. So yeah, so these are some number which shows that how we have grown from 2020 to 2025. And I think this line this line is the most important thing. Although we are growing, but it is also important that whether the quality of the portfolio is it's healthy or not. So if you see in the entire industry, the average NPA is around 7%. I'm talking about the microfinance industry. If I compare with any fintech, it will be around 12, 13, or 14. Okay. So this is so where we are at 3%, which is the best in the industry, and definitely the credit goes to the process that we have, the people we have, because every time my field officer go and collect the money from the customer, I get part of my salary. That's how it works. Yeah. So I think that's about it. Yeah. If you have any question, because I know everybody want to hit the bar, including me. So yeah, if you have any query, any question, yeah, ma'am.
Check.
Thank you, first of all, for taking us through the whole journey from 2020 to this thing. It's a huge change of numbers also. One question I have, you mentioned that the hiring is not easy, and I could see from the number also it's not easy. From where do your talent acquisition team source the profile? Because as you mentioned, it is not somebody from Bangalore who would be ready to go to Hospit. Second is, how do they attract those talents? Because attrition is high, but you're trying to maintain the numbers. So how do you attract? Retain is the second part, but how do you attract them? So the two questions.
Yeah, sorry, your name, ma'am?
My name is Vidhi Agrawal.
Vidhi, hi Vidhi, thanks, Vidhi. So, so 50% of my sourcing happened through referral. So as I told you that we meet almost 5 lakh customer on a daily basis. So whenever my sales officer go, he just hand over a pamphlet. So my sourcing happen from customer. So every time my guy goes, he give a pamphlet, and you know, the guy will get an incentive, a referral incentive. So this is how I get 50% people get from the referral, and other 50% we have tie up with you know, with colleges, the entire skill development, you know, this thing, and we do a lot of activity wherein, you know, आपने village में देखा होगा वो ढिंडोरा पीट के, you know, I don't know what you call, you know, जो truck में और small vehicle में you do a lot of announcement, and you put a lot of hoardings, boarding, you know, and definitely we do a lot of activity in Facebook. Yeah, that's how we source people. And your second thing, how you retain them?
How you attract them, basically.
So, so definitely when these people come to the recruitment center, we have a lot of videos. You know, we have a lot of videos. We have a lot of you know, anecdotal videos, animatic. You know, like there's one interesting video. What we you know, we always show that there are 3 boys. You know, Ram, Shyam, Rohan, Sohan. You know, one guy have joined Swiggy. One guy have joined Chaitanya, one guy have joined, you know, some factory in Delhi or NCR. After 5 years, when they, you know, when they have the reunion, Chaitanya guy become a regional manager. Although he's a 10th pass, he become a regional manager. He bought a Maruti Alto. The Swiggy guy is still doing the same thing. You know, you know, so that's how we tell them that it's a tough job. It's a tough job. It's not easy. You know, to work in a microfinance, but you can be in your own district and you can become a regional manager, you can become a zonal manager. You know, we don't ask them, although we encourage them to you know, to pursue their career in the sense pursue their studies. We fund them, we give them holidays so that they can complete their studies, but we don't restrict them. If you are not 12th pass or graduate, you know, you cannot join. In fact, that also, I don't know, I should say or not, but that also work on our favor because other company don't hire them.
Absolutely.
Other company don't hire them. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
I love the
Vidhi.
idea of the video thing for showing the growth plan of, I'll implement this in my
Yeah, please.
organization. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, hi.
Employee data on the platform and integrate everything from recruitment to experience and assistance. But given the you know, set of hiring you do, the set of employee base you have who are majorly frontliners, how do you get them to use the platform, right? I mean, you just while away showed a video, you know, where they were speaking in their local language. I also saw in one of your slides that you have assistance. I think it's an AI assistance that you have, right? So how do you get data on the platform accurately?
Okay, so so initially, you know, we thought that it will be very difficult, you know, for these folks to, you know, enter their data. But then over a period of time, realized that they can use Instagram, they can use Facebook, and they're doing now. They're doing. So I think some training, you have to have some patience with them, you have to assess them, but they're smart enough to do. They're smart enough to do, and definitely we also, yes, we do have, you know, HRMS, but we also have another software which is also integrated with PeopleStrong, wherein, you know, everybody upload their document and the OCR will you know, take the data and fetch in the system, and that guy just read and confirm that yes, this correct data. But they're smart enough. They do that. Sometimes we underestimate them.
Okay, and what do you do in terms of upskilling them?
So we have a rigorous training. See, I tell you one thing, training is a very important part for the entire, microfinance industry, because you hire all the 10th and 12th people, the rural boys. They don't understand what is correct, what is right. So people, they collect EMI on Friday night or Friday evening. They think that it's okay if I take this money along with them and come back on Monday and submit same in the branch. But it's not okay in the financial business. You have to have EOD. You have to close the account on the same day. All these boys, we need to teach them how to talk to the female customer. You have to call them Didi, Akka, whatever, You cannot call them by name. So training is very important. This is one, and you rightly said how we upskill them. So we have various programs, because my 99% of manager come from these boys. We don't recruit from outside. So all my branch manager, all my regional manager, till zonal manager, till SBU head who's withdrawing almost 5 lakh rupee a month, come from these boys, from this talent pool. So yeah, so we have multiple programs. We have tie-up with Manipal, with all the universities. We have a full-fledged in-house training team. So yeah, we work on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's out of curiosity. My name is Abzal. I represent Sila. I see you have 1,500 hires every month. Okay.
Yeah.
Especially your hiring happens in rural areas. I just wanted to know the reason, because the attrition what you are showing, it was like more than 1,000, 1,500. And what is the reason? And also, so these guys are especially from rural areas. Okay, the opportunities are very limited in that particular rural areas. And what is the reason and why these guys are leaving?
So thank you so much, Afzal. Good question. So one is that we hire 7,000 people. Out of 7,000, only 1,500 people get confirmed after a training program. So this is one. Now another thing is, you said that what is the reason of attrition? So there are many reasons. Okay, one is it's a tough job. You have to get up early morning, 6 o'clock, 6:30. You have to hit the field by 7, because if you don't reach to your customer at 7:30, then you won't find them, because they will all push off to the field or the market, or they're doing something or other. So you have to go and collect money early morning. This is one. Second is, you have to be very disciplined, because you carry a lot of cash. You have to count. You have to do a lot of entry. There's a sales pressure also. So it's a tough job. Now you said that rural India doesn't have an opportunity. Sometimes I feel it's a myth. So all the Swiggy, Flipkart, they have their warehouse, they have the distribution channel, they have a lot of, and there are a lot of microfinance and the other banks are also there. So they have the opportunity, and also they have a luxury to sit at home idle, because they don't have any liability. They don't have education loan. They're not worried that मैं क्या करूँगा अगले महीने, मेरा खाना कहाँ से आएगा. They're not worried about that, because so that is the difference between an urban boy and a rural boy. So in fact, what we do a lot of analysis that the people who are leaving, where they are going, and we check their UN data. As HR, we do that. And now I think PF have restricted that, but still we do that just to check where they are joining. So there are only 10% people who are joining other microfinance. Other 90%, I'm assuming either they are dropout, they start their own business, or they are working in some unorganized sector, so that they are not coming back to the PF. There's no name under against their UN number. Yeah.
Thank you.
You must be facing a lot of integrity issues, right?
Yeah, myself Vijay, and
Hi,
this is
Vijay.
my colleague Prabhakar.
Hi, Prabhakar. Hi.
Yeah, I was coming to the same thing. I saw the tagline where in the last you're saying 3% is the NPA compared to an average of 7%.
Right, sir.
Integrity is a bigger question because I'm also from a village.
Yes, sir.
And then being a microfinance without any collateral, you fund people. So is there a secret where you have a particular target audience who doesn't cheat either to your company or even...
So definitely there's a secret recipe, sir, that when we do our survey, so identification of the village, identification of certain community in the sense there are village you have some migrated population. So we don't give anybody who has been migrated from one place to other place. Okay, and the kind of income assessment what we do, it is very different from any underwriting. You know, कितनी गाय हैं आपके पास, कितना बीघा जमीन है, what is your earning. So that's the art that we have. And another thing, what we have seen, in fact, 3% is also quite high for Chaitanya because 3 years back we were 0.5% of NPA. And your process should be robust. So every 15 days my guy go on the exact time, and you will be surprised that if my center meeting starts at 7 o'clock and if my customer will enter 7:15, we charge a penalty on a customer. It doesn't sound good, but we charge some 2 rupees penalty. And after that, we distribute this money to the entire group. This is only because to get that discipline. This is only to teach them that financial discipline, paying EMI on time, and that will also help them, to build their credit history, and eventually they go to the large, to the bigger bank. Also, I think I've missed to tell you that we have a model called JLG. Okay, so there are various business model under the umbrella of microfinance. So we follow JLG. It is joint, joint liability group. In the sense, if I give a loan, we give a loan in a group. So there is a group of 10 people. If one person is not not able to pay their EMI, the other 9 will pitch in and pay on her behalf. So that's how it works. That's the reason this 3% come. But definitely there are default. There are local issues. I don't know how many people know this entire Karnataka microfinance bill. So it happened. I don't know how many people know this Andhra crisis. So all this happened. Now, one interesting thing, everybody knows this Gen Z revolution in Nepal. So it won't impact other business, but it has impacted us because all my villages in Bihar and UP, which is the bordering area of Nepal, have stopped paying us EMI. Why? Because they go to Nepal and sell, somebody is selling jaggery, somebody is, so their livelihood is dependent on Nepal. Now, immediately we have seen there's a spike in, what you call FTOD. FTOD means first time OD. We call it S1RF, this is our lingo. So then we have realized that there is some issue in Nepal. So yeah.
Thank you, Gaurav. Sorry, we are we are already delayed, but he's
thanks.
still here, so we'd be happy to connect with him, ask him more questions. Let's get into the last round, because while he said that the bar is right after him, it is not. It is after me. So I'm sorry. I'll take half an hour more. I will take half an hour more of you. Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you so much.